Hello, and I'm so glad to welcome you to Lewis and Clark's Lunch Buddy orientation video. My name is Desiree Schmidt, and I am our Lunch Buddy coordinator. I also am a teacher at Lewis and Clark as an intervention specialist, and this year, 2022 to 2023, I am your principal intern. So I will be helping get everything coordinated and situated for our lunch buddies. So please feel free to reach out to me. I'll have my email and phone number on our last slide. So let's get started. So welcome to the team. So excited to have you be part of the Lewis and Clark family and to be able to watch the relationship between you and your lunch buddy grow. So first off, we will be getting you situated with your lunch buddy very, very soon. And based on your availability and schedule, we'll pick a day that works great for you. So on the day that you are meeting with your buddy, I'd love for you to try to arrive 5 minutes early. So if your buddy is a second or a third grader, their lunch and recess time is from 11:45 till 12:30. And for fourth and fifth, their lunch and recess time is 12:30 to 1:15. So if you could arrive 5 minutes prior to that, just so we're ready to go, that would be really, really helpful. Come on inside the building and then in the doors to the office to sign in on the iPad and let the office know that you are here to see your buddy and what your buddy's name is. And if your buddy is not already there or on their way, the office will give a call to the classroom so you can make the most of your time together. So your lunch buddy is agreeing to miss a lunch recess once a week to be with you. So their recess time will be with you and their lunch time will be with you. Some of you might have an abbreviated availability. So we can work that out as needed. But for the most part, you're going to have about 40 to 45 minutes with your buddy as it fits in those times in the previous slide. So our students have either lunch first and then recess, or the opposite, recess and then they go to lunch, just depending on the grade level that your student is in. So plan to spend the whole time with your buddy. You can start by making sure your buddy has their lunch in the cafeteria, and actually kids that have a lunch buddy that day can go to the front of the line to get their lunch if they are getting lunch from the school. You'll want to choose 1 to 2 activities that you would like to do, and then you can allow your buddy to choose. You'll pick a spot and an activity. Maybe you'll be working with your buddy in the library, or on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have classroom 309 available. We also have one of the portable classrooms that's not being used this year that could be available. There are some other options too if there end up being a lot of lunch buddies in those places and you're like, gosh, I'd really like a different place. I can try to work that out for you. There are a couple other potential spaces, but these are the 3 main ones. So during lunch, you're going to eat and engage in conversation with your buddy. If you need to purchase lunch, you'll have to put money on an account, because here at school, we don't accept any cash. And then during the recess portion, you'll just enjoy a game or a quiet activity that will lend itself to getting to know each other during this time. So some important notes for you would be that you should know that our lunch buddies are students that are in 2nd through 5th grade. All of our lunch buddy activity is going to take place here at Lewis and Clark. So it's not, going for a walk or going out to lunch, and any kind of outside of school contact is against our expectations. So please don't contact your lunch buddy outside of the prearranged day or time. Make sure that you and your buddy do clean up your area and return any lunch trays to the cafeteria. And if your student needs some encouragement to help clean up, that would be great. You should not be doing all of the cleanup, I guess, is the main important detail here. You should be doing that kind of as a teamwork thing, showing, that the expectation is when we make a mess somewhere or we've used a space that we want to clean it for the next person. Also, I've asked your lunch buddies to be super polite and use their best manners, but they may need reminders. So that's something that you can help coach them on in a gentle way. You're going to get into some really good and deep conversations with your buddy, and they may share things that make you feel uneasy. So let the office or me know right away, and we can address that. But if kiddos do say something that you're like, oh gosh, should probably tell somebody about that, or should I tell somebody about that? The answer is yes, you should tell somebody about that, and we will make sure that we consider the information and what kind of response, if any, would be appropriate. Okay. Sometimes lunch buddies bring a gift for their student buddy, and it's okay if you do that, but it is not expected. If you do that, please ask your buddy to be discreet in putting it away in their locker or their backpack before taking it home. And this has been something that has happened in the past. So I just want to remind you that students have been asked to not ask their lunch buddies for gifts. It has happened. So they haven't, if that ends up being an issue, just remind them, oh, honey, you're not supposed to ask for gifts. That's not polite. And then you can let me know too, and I can have a conversation with them if needed. What are you going to talk about with your lunch buddy? Well, it can be just an array of topics, but it's important that they get to know you so you can talk about your family, your job, and hobbies, or things that you find interesting, anything that kind of fits in there that is kid appropriate. You want to make sure that you're just working on forging a positive relationship with this child. You can ask your buddy about school and friends and sports or other activities that they might be involved in. Maybe get them future thinking and asking what they might like to be when they grow up, or figuring out things that they're good at and suggesting things that they might consider as a future job one day. Something that I like to do sometimes is look up a question of the day. So those are great conversation starters, and I have a reference for that if that would be something interesting for you. How are the kiddos chosen? Well, our family advocate, counselors, teachers, and school administrators keep a really good pulse on what's going on in the lives of our students. So our lunch buddy kiddos are recommended by one of those staff members. And that could be for a variety of reasons. Maybe they've got some, family trauma or challenges with interacting with other students or adults. But the bottom line is the kiddos that you are being matched with have demonstrated to the adults in our school the need to have a consistent and understanding and loving and caring adult in their life. And that's you. Gosh, we're so grateful for you. What if I don't connect with my buddy? Oh, this can happen. Hopefully it won't. It's not happened many times, but let me know. I want this to be a rewarding experience for you and for the buddy. And if you've had several weeks of trying to connect and it's just not happening, let me know, and I will see if I can, what the best intervention for that would be. There might be times when you're like, gosh, I just can't make it. I already had these plans, or this urgent thing came up. Give the office a call, and our secretaries will make sure that your buddy knows that you're not able to come for this week. And I get this question, and I love this question. What if you want to refer a friend to become a lunch buddy also? Oh my gosh, that's like music to my ears. Yes, 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 yes. I would love to be in contact with that person. They can chat with me, Mrs. Schmidt, or with our family advocate, Miss Sanchez. I have about 35 students that are waiting to be matched with the lunch buddy. So the need is great. So if you have a friend or a family member or somebody that you know that you think would be a great fit or a wonderful mentor for a child, let them know that lunch buddies are needed, and I will get them started on the process. So here are just some contacts for you to maybe put in your phone or however you keep track of that information. So the Lewis and Clark office phone number, you might need that, is 509-663-5351. And you can use that to let the office know that maybe you have an appointment or something that's come up that you're going to need to miss today, or maybe you're running 5 minutes late, and just let him know I'll be there in 5 minutes. I promise I haven't forgotten, or something like that. You can call that office and ask for me or extension 40103. And or you can email me too. That's a great way to get in contact with me. Some of the day I am teaching students, so there are times when I am unable to answer the phone, but as soon as I can, I will get back to returning phone calls and emails if there's anything missed. And of course, if you give a call to the office and I'm unavailable, you can ask to speak with our family advocate, Miss Belia Sanchez, and her extension is 40401. And then you have both of our email addresses as well. So I am so thrilled to have you on the team and to be able to see you and to be able to get to know you myself, but mostly to see what kind of reward comes to our students by having a caring adult in their life. So with that, please reach out to me if you have questions. And I just want to say a preemptive thank you so much, buddy. You really do make a difference.